Kickoff fast approaching for another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
First down, Vikings.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mixing the runs with the...
And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Michael Williams in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
All right, so the first two, they go clearly to the defense. You got first down sack. That sets everything of the drive for the offense behind the 8 ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now third and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
Complete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. And now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
On second down, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
10 yards to go.
Get set, get set. On 18, watch out.
To throw is Purdy. Has his man, it's Samuel. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And the 49er first down. First and 10.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down. Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A couple of first downs to start this drive. They're first and 10, up at the 42. On the counter is McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Samuel has it working in the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Get set, get set. On 18, watch out.
A run here with McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A run for the first time here with Jordan James. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Call it a gain of 13. First down, 49ers.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get them down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
13 yards.
13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Watch out.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
It is 2nd and 6.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have what looks to be 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Back with more from Mexico City and the International Series after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on 1st and goal.
Get set. 18.
Purdy to throw. That's to the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete. He'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Stop.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Mike Evans. Touchdown. 49ers.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Vikings nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. Play action now. It's McCarthy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
Taken down at the 33.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he gets this up close to the 40. Jair Brown on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 21 yards.
First one for Jefferson. And a 1st down to go with it.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first.
Down, Minnesota.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
On the tackle. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Vikings.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The return starts from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Niners offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Get set. Get set. 22. Watch out. Stop.
Here's McCaffrey. Room to run at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Outside. Right around. You're not. Hey, what's that?
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. One down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Throwing on second down is Purdy, and he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
22. Watch out.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It's now third.
Well, they've got him
15.
going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
2 runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is third and 15.
18. Watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
It's
On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down, Vikings.
On first down, here's McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it'll be second down.
Here we go, set. Cut up. 60 bison. 60.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Out wide, here's Jefferson. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. 49ers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That finds Samuel working across. Purdy moving quickly, trying to get his guys to the line.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to take a shot down the field. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And third down coming up.
Get set. Get set.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go with Purdy. That is incomplete. Well, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Vikings offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now McCarthy. He's got this on target to Addison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Here's McCarthy. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here's Ryan Wright now as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Line around, so. Get it.
Off the play fake, Purdy. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. Touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Dewan Jennings. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
Get set, get set. 18, 21.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
Really
9.
well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On second down, Purdy. The throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Gain of 12 yards.
Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
Really nice
41-yard
job
line.
there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Again in the air for Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pick up of 3. Brings
From
up
the
2nd
38
and
now,
7.
here's 2nd and 7.
Outside. 18, what's up?
To throw once more, it's Purdy. To the outside, he's made by Evans. he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Get set, get set. Run around set.
Back to the air is Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
10-yard line.
What's up? 18, watch out. Up.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is second touchdown tonight.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
13. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Ty Felton now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score.
Ready, break.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch, found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
That's hard. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
They're going to try to run it in. And he gets in for the two-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. They're searching here for the tying score. Down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Watch out!
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. In the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
Get set!
To the right side, this is McCaffrey. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 4.
Outside! Watch out! Stop!
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
Get set!
Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. And a good job there, hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here now, 2nd down
at the
and goal.
8-yard line.
Outside!
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And he's got another one. Mike Evans. Touchdown, San Francisco. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Price now to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Bronco switch. Let's go now.
On the ground, it's Mason to start the fourth. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up second
Ball on
and
the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The 49ers offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
1st and 10. Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Has his man, it's Samuel. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another 49er.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set. 118! 118,
James. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here.
And he's in. He's checked. Touchdown. 49. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers go up by 7. 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Ty Felton now on the return. Across the 20, they'll knock him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Let's go now.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he'll work forward for a bounce 4. It's 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Mason. Face to run. Inside the 20. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd
Here's
and 11.
2nd down.
At the Niners' 14-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game.
Ready.
2nd and goal.
Come on. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win. And the crowd rising to make this even more difficult. And he'll get in. An incredible gutsy call. Pays off. They've taken the lead by 1.
Great decision here, Mike. This was made well before that touchdown score. You want to win the game in regulation. You don't want to play for a tie and take your chances in overtime. Plus, there's less than a minute. Not a ton of time for your opponent to go down and kick a field goal. This is the right move, and we'll see if it pays off.
The Niners offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. He throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Going up top for Evans. I had defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Will they bring the heat for 4th and 6? Now Purdy going up top for Evans. And I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran, Harrison Smith.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
So, a win here for the Vikings. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Now he's free at the 35. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike. First.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Price now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
On play action, here's McCarthy. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
34-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch of the game for Evans. And he's got that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll get this ahead for about 3. High pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Get set. Get
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
7-yard gain.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Right back to Kittle. That's another one. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. 30 to Kittle for the Niners. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Now it's McCaffrey. And the left 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
18 more yards. That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
18, watch out. Stop.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0.
Vikings nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Price now to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. Mason, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. A little play action here with McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Michael Williams. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And every drive down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now.
Get set, get set. RT, watch out.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Ivan Pace up from his linebacker spot to make the stop. Here's 3rd and 7.
Get set, get set. RT, watch out.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground is Mason. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. 2nd down, they need 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
In motion, Naylor. there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. Back with more from Mexico City and the International Series after this. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Samuel there to make the catch. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A 1-yard gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. In the middle, he's got his man complete. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
That's going to be incomplete. Humphrey, very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing again is Purdy. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. And it's going to be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Pick up there of 13. 1st down, 49ers.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A run here with McCaffrey. And strong running indeed. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Get set.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Outside. Watch out. Stop.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
4 yards. That's another 49er 1st down.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for first and goal.
On 18, watch out!
McCaffrey, he'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal.
Outside. On 18, watch out!
They'll run with James. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Half yard, that's all they need on this third and goal.
Get set, get set! Up.
Now Purdy. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Ty Felton now on the return. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
McCarthy to the air on second down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Odigizua in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
Third and 13.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. To the middle of the field, taken in by Anderson. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Taking off, and he won't try to risk much more. Sliding down a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7. At the
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
C.J. Ham.
It's going to be third. They need 1.
And it's third.
Now McCarthy. Hit it left. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Price now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll go left side here and complete this one. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings first.
First down, Vikings.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they did a great job all day.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Third down coming up. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. Going up top. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Here comes a return, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not held. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
Purdy on 1st down. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8.
49-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Throw on the run is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Now Purdy. Middle of the field, he's got Evans. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 35-yard.
Looked like there was an issue with the snap. He pulled it wide to the left. No good. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. A run. Here's Mason. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
It's 2nd and 8.
Okay, ready?
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. His pass right side. Going to be caught by Addison. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Now a toss play, running left. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike, having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. It was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
2nd and 3.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simple. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet. But the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. 53.
Here's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Outside. Stop.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on third and inches.
At the 18-yard line.
Little power football here on third and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer was no.
On first and 10, it's James. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9.
Line.
21. Outside. 18. Stop.
To throw, it's Purdy. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And he will get into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown. 49ers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Vikings nothing. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. In motion, Naylor. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. A big play for Minnesota.
It's a gain of
32 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. Throwing again is McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Minnesota.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Very
quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll bring up second down. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And on that first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target.
And he's in! J.J. McCarthy, touchdown, Minnesota.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Moving out, and he gets into the end zone for the 2. It's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Get set. Get set. Run up.
Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll only get down to around the 42.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Now 3rd and 5.
So a win here for the 49ers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.